Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here and watching another episode of Yeah, But. Mr. Rod Rohde, thank you for being here. And oh my gosh, what a great topic. I love this topic. I don't remember if this was my suggestion or yours or what, but I have a prayer that I get.
A particular side?
Yes, I have a particular side in mind. Anyway,
so I hope you don't. So flip it for which side you are. Heads is A.
Okay, heads is A, tails is B, and here we go. Okay. It's tails, for the record.
Right.
What I wanted.
Oh! That wasn't even a real flip.
Okay, fine.
That was that thing didn't even flip over.
Fine. Okay, here we go. Last time. Okay. You know what? Do me a favor. Right. Flip for me.
You're A. Start it up.
Warning, this might hurt your brain because we are going to discuss both sides of an issue. Yeah, crazy, I know. In this world, there are no solutions, only trade-offs. So we're going to discuss both sides of a topic, even though we don't necessarily believe either argument. And neither should you, so chill.
All right. Hey, did you see that article the other day about the Biden administration for giving so many people student loans, man? That's so freaking awesome.
Is it really, though? I mean, have you actually thought this one out?
Yes, I've thought this through. These kids are starting their lives out with so much debt right out of college. They can't afford to buy cars. They can't afford to buy houses. How in the world are they even going to start a family, right? On average, a kid... Right, kids are graduating with what, $37,000 in student loan debt at a public school, whereas private schools like $54,000. So yeah, way too much debt.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. Yeah, but they did borrow the money, and they should have to pay it back. That's how borrowing and lending money works. I don't think it's good to start out their lives by teaching them that they just do what they want, and the adults will have to come in and clean up their mess. You borrowed the money, you made the investment in yourself, pay it back.
Yeah, but you're being short-sighted and unrealistic on this one, Rod. Let's be honest, man. The price of college has gone way up, and student loan debt has literally doubled since 2007. So all the boomers out there and the older generations want to talk about how they can just go work their way through college, which is a bunch of horse shit. However, you show me a $40,000 a year part-time job that I can get and still go to school, I'll do that.
Yeah, but that would be a good point, if it was completely true. The thing is, the average cost of tuition has only gone up 12% over the last decade. You can look it up. We've been pulling an across-the-board inflation rate of like 5 to 8% per year the last couple of years. So why wouldn't the cost of going to college go up just like every other thing?
Yeah, but... Oh, wait a minute. What? Dude, the news is always talking about how our debt is skyrocketing. That can't be true.
Yeah, but it is true. Though you notice I said tuition has gone up 12%. However, 75% of people take out student loans for like way more than their tuition to cover rent and living expenses. Plus, some kids will max out that because the rates are government subsidized, which means they're taxpayer subsidized. And then they'll go out and they'll buy cars and buy TVs and stereos and go on lavish spring break trips, stuff like that. Especially if there's the prospect that it's going to be forgiven anyways, you might as well. Free stuff. Plus, it's not like the cost of living just freezes because you're in college. Hopefully they teach that in college.
Yeah, but they have to take out more money than just the tuition monies, right? They need someplace to live. They need to eat food. That's obvious, man. They're not going to live in their car.
Yeah, but is it though? I mean, is it? Then why not forgive the same amount of credit card debt for people who don't go to college? They have to eat and live too. I mean, if you're going to go from 18 to 22, you have to live somewhere and eat and work and have all that stuff, whether you go to college or not. So why do non-workers get a big chunk of that to be for free, especially since those who don't go to college, a lot of times it's because they can't afford it anyway. Plus, have you seen the student housing options around college campuses recently? They're ridiculously nice. So we are both in the Phoenix area, which has Arizona State University, and they've been building high-rise tower and loft apartments all around campus for like years. I think one literally has a lazy river. I'm not even kidding. It has a lazy river.
What?
Yeah. And I have a family friend whose kid lives in an apartment down by there that has a really nice gym and a golf simulator. I think his rent's like $2,000 a month while in college. I've worked in the mortgage business for 20 years. If they converted some of the student housing or these student apartments to condos, I'm not sure I could afford to buy one of them or even rent one of them. Part of why these student loans have gotten out of hand is because these kids are living like ballers and then using the money to go out to expensive nightclubs and pay $20 a drink on the weekend. That's why this stuff's getting ran up.
Yeah, but dorms suck. Dude, they're lame. Have you ever seen one? I mean, for goodness sakes. But to your main point, we do need more skilled workers. We do need more people to get educated. And we all know that education is important. That's how people learn new skills, right? To move the world forward. They need to learn to build technologies and skills to have better businesses and just an overall better economy. And truth is maybe this is the best way to get more people to go to college if we just pay for it for them.
Yeah, but those workers also have a much higher life income expectancy. So they can use part of that income to pay back their student loans. They make more money so they can make the payments from that. I mean, that's the whole point of it. And back to the living expenses. This gets to the heart of one of the big problems on this topic, and it's a problem that isn't specific to college kids. You don't get to just buy whatever you want and get whatever you want because you want it and can't afford it. If you don't want a bunch of debt, pick cheaper schools and live in the dorms. I don't get to just say, I want a $900,000 house, so I get a $900,000 house even though I can't afford it. Then the government and other people have to figure out how to make my payments affordable.
Yeah, but that might work for some people, but not everybody gets a job at a hedge fund. Not everybody becomes a doctor or becomes a lawyer, right? There are teachers and social workers, people like that require an education just to help other people. So, yeah, I pretty much think that we should spread the cost around.
Yeah, but there are programs for that already. There is the Public Loan Forgiveness Program, which is a program that forgives the remaining balance on federal student loans after 120 qualifying payments while working full-time for a public service employer. Or there's the Income-Driven Repayment Plan. This program forgives the remaining balance on federal student loans after 20 or 25 years worth of income-based payments under the IDR plan. So there are plans already. This is just a ploy to buy votes.
Yeah, but number one, those are way too long in timelines, and you know it. Okay, all of this debt is crippling these kids and their parents, by the way. And what happens if these young adults don't make these payments on time? Who's going to make the payments? Their parents? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It's going to tank our economy because they won't be able to buy houses or even have a family. And, oh, no, it's not. How is this even buying votes?
Because whether someone is Republican or Democrat, black, white, gay, straight, whatever, everyone likes free money. And you like the people that give you the free money. It's called reciprocation. So when someone does something nice for you, you have the innate urge to do something nice for them. And a vote doesn't cost you any money. So you'll vote for the people that gave you a bunch of free money. And it's clearly just buying the future votes of college graduates who then will become donors later on.
Yeah, but how is that any different than Wall Street handouts that are all the rage right now? Politicians, donations, hedge fund crowds, the whole nine yards.
Yeah, well, it's really not any different, but that doesn't make it right to do. This is really just kind of socializing higher education, which if that's what you're proposing to do, I mean, that's a different discussion. But it really is what we're talking about, is socializing higher education.
Isn't having a smarter and more productive society a good thing?
Maybe. Though we need to make sure that there is equal access to all people and that the quality of the education is high enough to get a return on all this money we're spending, and that people aren't using all this money to just go on a rum spring and screw around all the time. Plus, I mean, we have to admit, it's screwing people who don't have kids because we're paying for everybody else's. But Someone needs to get the elective expenses under control. Get these kids to go to the best school that they can afford, not their favorite school, and make them live in the dorms instead of these baller apartments.
Yeah, right. Who's going to do that?
I don't know, maybe their parents?
Their parents. You realize their parents have the most credit card debt in the history of time, right? Because they want cars. They want what they want and they get it. They want the newest iPhone every single year. Hey, that's a necessity for many people, right? $1,000 Taylor Swift tickets? No, not when you can buy the $5,000 ones and get really up close and smell her perfume. I'm just telling you, it worked out for Kelsey Grammer.
I am running with scissors.
I don't even know her boyfriend.
Travis Kelce?
That's the one, yes. Going out to dinner 2 or 3 times a week. I think people should be able to do whatever the hell they want to. So, there, good freaking luck. What you gonna do?